Yeah, now we're live. Okay, so let me see here. Yes, I will put today a room smaller. So one group will stay with 3 and other 4. I think in this way we can talk more. So if you arrive at the final of the questions, you can continue and I don't know, maybe create or just keep talking. Or you can back to the main room. You can choose here on the side the option to back. So let's try in this way with less people. Okay. I will see here. Right. So you have 45 minutes to talk, okay? And when you need to back, I will warn. And we have this this deal. If you finish, you can back or stay talking about whatever you want. So let me open here. Wanda, Gabriel, and Bruno, you stay with me. So just, yes. Bruno, could you start presenting yourself?
Sure. So, hello YouTube, hello everyone. Good evening, my name is Bruno. I am 34 years old and I have 2 kids. I work at a freight forwarder company for 10 years and there I'm part of the collection team. So I need to call to the customers and, make them pay the overdue pendencies, and I take care of especially of a charge called the merge and detention. So when it happens, it means that something wrong happens on during the process, and nobody wants to pay the merge and detention, but it's my job to charge the customers, and but I like to do it, most of the time the customers understand the situation and why it happened. And what else? I'm a host here. Also, I'm hosting here for one year and a half. Yeah, it's a not so long, but it's some time. And it's a pleasure to be here, And I hope that we one day all the hosts and all the students, I don't know if it's the correct term to use, but all the people here from the community, we can see each other, one day. I don't know how and neither when, but I hope that we can see each other one day. That's it, guys.
Yeah. Last year I had the opportunity to see some people from Talk and Talk, the hosts, Ana Paula, Felipe, Bruna, a lot of people in São Paulo. So it was a different experience to see in person the guys. So I hope again we can have this experience.
Yeah, I hope so.
Right. Wanda.
Hello, everyone. I'm Wanda from Niterói, Rio de Janeiro. 2 sons, 1 grandson, 2 daughters-in-law, and 2 cats. I'm a dentist. I have a odontologic clinic. In my free time, I like to scuba diving. And if I stay here in home, I like to see movies and series. Yes, it's that.
Thank you, Wanda. And Gabriel.
Hi, hello everyone. My name is Gabriel. I'm 26. I study engineering too. I didn't hear what engineer do you study, Anna. but I study environmental engineering. I will graduate in the final of the year. I hope so. I live by myself. I live in São Paulo, in a republic of students. I'm on TNT for about a month. I I think that's it. At this time, I'm looking for a job and I'm improving my English skills. And I'm having some trouble with my final paper. I hope that I can finish this. That's it.
Yes, you asked. I studied civil engineer.
Oh, right. Cool.
Yes, but nowadays I work in technology in a tech. I don't know if you know Prevision. It's a platform where you can planning, have the management of your building. So I work in this area, in tech area, but it's still in the field of construction industry. It's a
Oh,
little bit different, but it's similar.
I never heard about this platform, but interesting. I will look for.
Yes, I sent here. Okay, so guys, as we talked in the beginning, let's start talking about career. And the first question is, what does a successful career look like to you? And how do you plan to achieve it? So, Wanda, do you want to start? And then I would like to ask you to choose another one so we can make this dynamic, okay?
Okay. For me, a successful career is a career that you get comfortable in your job, in your life. I think I built my career as a dentist because I all my life I liked this job, and I think we need to get improvement in our skills all the time. If you get stuck in a moment in your career, it's terrible because you lose your improvement, you lose your vontade de, I forgot his name, of stay there, of work in your career. I think you need to improve all the time. And the plan, I think, is that all the time improve our skills. Bruno, it's for you.
Right. So, in my opinion, a successful career is when you are, when you have a pleasure, excitement, and uh, you like about the activity that you are doing, in your company. Maybe it can be your own business. So basically, for me, is when a successful career is when you are happy, right? You are happy doing whatever you want to make money, to generate revenue. And in order to be successful, I believe that we have, let's say, that two different things that we need to get. The first one is money, because you need to make money in order to provide to your family, stay well. And the second one is about oh my god, I forgot what I was saying, but it's about I got it. It's about look for improvement. I mean, knowledge. You need to look for knowledge in order to be successful. Because if you are doing something, at your job, for example, you need to make sure that you are updated, about the news, the technology, everything. Because if you don't look for a knowledge, you will be like, you'll be in the past, right? You will be there is a term for it, but I forgot. You will be like, you will be in the past, yeah, basically, so you need to look for knowledge and always try to do your best in order to be the best on your job, so basically for me that's it. And what about you, Anna?
Okay. For me, I really agree with the video, because I think career is something that you build in during the time. So for me, a successful career is when you're uh, happy and you understand that you are in the right place at that time. So I think we it's not about achieving something at the final of the journey, and in this way you say you have had success in your career. I think it's during the process, if you are happy and you understand that you are gain money, experience, good opportunities to grow, I think it's a sign of success. So for me, it's like this. It's a journey, and you feel satisfied with your moment. And how I plan to achieve it, I think it's never stop to study. So be aware about the things that are happening, because all the time things are happening, and we have a lot of technology, different types of work. So never stop. Continue studying, continue understand what is happening in the world, and in your career, in my career, in this case. So is this, and Gabriel?
Yeah. In my opinion, I agree with you guys, and um, I believe that's about balance a successful career, because you have to be in a place where you can be yourself. I think it's very important when you don't have to be another person that you not want to be just to fit in an office, for example. And I believe that's important to achieve your financial goals too. So, made money is important. It's not all, it's not everything in life, but it's important. You have to pay your bills, and you have to provide. You have to provide resource for your family or for your husband, your wife. And I believe it's important to balance these two things: a place where you can be yourself, and a place where you can grow financially. Um, and I believe that's it. And how I plan to achieve it, I'm looking for companies that have their values in their workers. So a company that value the worker, for me, it's very important, because they will not looking for us just as a number. They look for us as a person. And when you work in a place like this, I believe the successful will work naturally. You don't have to made magical things. For example, you just do your work. You just talk to people. You just balance expectations, and that's it.
I was trying to search here at the bottom. So I really agree, and I understand the values about where you are. So it can be your company, or you look for another company, but have attention in this, the value, why you are in that place, or why you want to go there. If fits with you, I think it makes a lot of difference during our career. We are in the place that fit with what are our purpose, or what we believe in general. I really agree with you, Gabriel.
Yeah, just in addiction, know yourself is the first step. I believe it's important to know yourself and your values too.
Yes, totally agree. Okay, let's go to number 2. How do you set long-term and short-term goals for your career development? I think I can start at this time, but I think, as I said, don't stop to study. So I think, be aware about the new things, or about things that you already do during your daily routine. So, for example, in my case, study more about management, understand the companies in general, the economy, to have more subjects to talk with my customers, for example. So, and my customers and my colleagues on my job. So I think don't stop to study. I think it's a long term, maybe a mid term. And let me see. Another one. I think it's study to achieve maybe a position of leadership, or a position that I can help more people. I don't know. I think I go to decide to help more people, and maybe work with people is my long-term goal in my career. Maybe. I don't know. Wanda, and you?
I totally agree with you. We need to stay update all the time. You need to get improvements in our skills and stay aware, like you said, with the new techs and new things in your career, and like to do what you need to do in your career. I think it is totally necessary, and I think day by day you get another step in your career. We don't need to see money. I think we need to see improvements. You need to see happiness, and money comes with this. If you stay in a place happy, you stay happy in a place, and you get more and more skills, money comes. Yeah, for me is that long term and short term don't matter. You need to study all day and get happiness in your life. And you, Gabriel?
Okay. So for me, I believe it's important because I have some goals that takes time to achieve. For example, I want to be a manager in the future for a company. And to achieve this, I believe, at first I have to get a job in a company, and the company have a place where I can grow, where I can go up in the staff. So I try to make a strategy where I always can see something to do. For example, I can do nothing to get a promotion by now, but I can uh, start to planning the companies that I can work for example, or get a step down. I can see the skills that the company wants to, and I can to start prepare myself in these skills. For example, the English is very common. A skill that the companies that are looking for want expect for me. So I'm trying to improve my English, for example. So basically, that's it. I want to see the big step, and I'm trying to create fewer steps to achieve this big goal. And about you, Bruno?
Well, in my case, I believe that, to we need to have the desire to pursue our short and long term goals. To achieve our short goals, I believe that we need to at first study a lot. Study about the company culture, study subjects outside of the company, as you mentioned, and really well. For example, English. English is essential nowadays, so we need to have this ability in our CV, right? And try to learn as much as you can in the environment that you are, because in the future it can make all the difference. And about the long term goal, I think that we need to look for high positions. For example, what or where do you want to go, or where is the position that you want to achieve after in 5 years ahead, right? All right, because we always listen this, we always listen this kind of questions, and we need to have in mind that we will not work like in an operational way all the life. At least I don't think that it's something that a person wants to do for all life. We need to look for something better for us, high positions, because we are studying, we are working, we are doing all these stuff for it. So we need to have in mind that we need to pursue high positions. And of course, each one has your opinion, and I respect it, but it's hard to think that a person don't want to a person wants to be in the same place forever. So basically that's it. in a long oh my god, in a long
Sure.
oh my god, on a long term goal, I think that it's like this. Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, the video shows this about staying at the same place all the life. I think in the past it's were more common, but nowadays people are changing a lot. So it's a different thing from our parents. I have an example. My mom worked at the same place more than 30 years, and she loves, and I understand the love, but I don't see myself doing the same. So I don't know if it is because my personality, or it's a thing that nowadays are changing. So maybe it's just different opinions, but I don't see myself staying in a place all my life. Or maybe at the same place, but doing different things at that place. So it's a thing that just like an example. And another thing that I would like to add is about PDI. I don't know if you already listened, is individual development plan. So it's you can build a plan to you and have help from your leader, or I don't know, maybe some people who are in a bigger position than you, and you develop this during the time, maybe 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and you choose some characteristics or some abilities that you want to have or improve, and you make this plan and work in this. So PDI is like this, is very good to do. Just a tip. Have you ever done this or not?
No, I never heard about.
No, I never done it before, but it's a really good way to build your career, you know. And if the company provides it, it's really nice to
Yes.
to help you. Yeah.
Yeah, search later, because I think it's sometimes the company don't give you this, but there are some how can I say this? There are some, not rules, but models to do. So, for example, here I didn't know about this, but when I started to work on Prevision, they made this in 6 and 6 months. So you can create, oh, I want to improve my communication. So how can I improve my communication? Making, studying about this, or making some meeting, a harder meeting with a harder customer, or I can make some benchmarking. So you can make some steps to achieve something, and then you achieve the thing in general. Maybe have another position, or just improve something. So it's very good.
Yeah.
But for example, it's something in general, for example, about your professional career, or it's something personal? I mean, I need to talk more. I need to be prepared to make a presentation, for example, and you will do small steps until you get there, or is something more related with professional life? Like, for get that position, I need to have a degree on administration and English and so on, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, can be the two options. For example, the last one that I made was to be I don't know, how can I say, I am a junior in my position. I'm junior, and I would like to be pleno. I don't know, how can I say this? And I made a plan to base it on the skills that my job needs, my position needs, to achieve this at the final. So in around 6 or 7 months, I made these things. So based on that I need to achieve, I work in these points. I don't know yet if I achieve, but for me, I achieve it because I developed a lot of things, but can be impersonal as well, individual. Oh, I don't know, I want to communicate more. So how can I do this? Or as, for example, Gabriel is trying to find a job, maybe PTI for him is find this and how he can find. So I think can be the both. I'm not a specialist, but I think can be the both.
It's like a coach,
Yeah.
for example.
No, you don't need a person to help you. It's plano de desenvolvimento pessoal. So it's the translation. You can make this by yourself. You don't need a person. It's good to have a person to guide you, maybe your leader or maybe a coach, but it's just need you to achieve this.
Okay.
I think it's something good to search. I talked a lot, sorry. Okay, let me see here. Another question. Number 4. Can you share an experience where taking a risk in your career paid off? What did you learn from it? Paid off, it's like you had a recompense, so was good for you. Take a risk was good. You had a result taking this risk. Bruno, do you want to start?
Yeah. In the company that I work right now, currently is like, I'm working there for 10 years and I have learned a lot, and I'm still learning. And one of the moments that I remember that I lived there was on my transition about one sector to another, right? I started on the collection team, but I was responsible for billing the bank slips for the customers. So I need to make the billing, and then send it to the customer. And then I got a point where I'd like to do something different, and I did. I had an opportunity to go to the master data sector, and in that moment it was something totally new, and I was responsible to bring this sector to the head brand, So it was a really good experience because I could see how everything in the company started, and works in some moments, And then with time and patience, I was learning a lot, but I realized that I was not that position was not for me. I was looking for something different, and I decided to back to my old sector. Of course, that I asked for permission, and it was not immediately that I had this response, but after some time, I could back to my old sector, and I could learn all the other things that this sector has, And nowadays I'm really happy because if I compare myself to 10 years ago, I could see the improvement, all the knowledge that I acquired, and I'm really happy for this, And I'm really grateful because the company that I work give you the freedom to tell the thing that you want, how are you feeling about it, the leaders are, they are amazing, so I can't complain, I can't I can't say anything because they are awesome. So, and I'm really grateful to be part of this team, So for me, that was my experience so far, And you, Wanda, Do you have any experience related with this matter?
No, by myself, because my career is as dentist, and I have my clinic, and I stay there. But my son, I can share with you. My son worked from Petrobras to or from, I think from, to or from Petrobras.
In Petrobras.
Okay. And he stayed there, but he stayed a little bit sad, and he don't like it anymore, work there. And they talked to me, they took to me, mother, I want to give up with Petrobras. And I talked to him, yes, go ahead. And they got the risk, and give up Petrobras and improve our knowledge, his knowledge, and improve a lot, and stay here, stuck in studies, and Facebook with a headhunter show him here in my house, and wanted to get an interview with him. And okay, they go to USA for the interview, and they get the employment, and is that he take the risk and paid off, because he work in USA. Nowadays he is American, and it's okay. It's the dream. It's a dream for him, and it's that. I think if you stay in a place and stay happy, okay, this place is perfect. But if you don't fit in a company, you don't feel comfortable in this environment, I think you need to give up, because you get sick, anxious, depressed, and don't work. Yeah. And you, Gabriel?
All right. In my case, it's like Wanda. I don't have a story by myself, but I have a lot of friends that have passed by situations like this. I remember one case from a friend that studied engineering with me, and they're trying to change their career in the early stages, and he wants to go to the financial market. So he's studying accountability and these financial terms. And when he gets an internship in a company in the sector of finance, he at first liked it, but with the past of the weeks and the months, he's feeling stressful, and he's not feeling happy with the environment and with the job. And although the job really paid well for him at the early stage, like I say, the internship, he really have a nice pay, but he isn't not really happy. He wanted to come back to the an engineering work. So he talked to me and with their friends too, and their parents, and he decided to change the job, to leave the job in the financial market. And I believe it's like Vanda saying, you have to feel happy, you have to feel yourself in the place. And even if you have a good job, for example, a job that pays really well, or a job that you have security, but you're not feeling good, you have to go for another job. You have to leave, and that's it. I agree.
Yeah, I think this case fit for jobs and fit for life in general. If you stay in a relationship uncomfortable in this relationship, give up. Life is short.
Yeah, we have to move on.
Yeah.
I love when Wanda is on the meeting because she always says something to reflect. Reflect, sorry. Yes, and taking and giving up, it's not a sign of failure. It's just a decision that you need to make. So sometimes I feel we related give up with something bad, but maybe it's just a step that you want to do to have benefits or have good things in the future, as the example of the Wanda's son and this kind of things. And for me, I didn't have a big risk that I take, but I think a risk was to choose changing the field. So when you study civil engineer, everybody thinks you need to work in a construction. So you go there and stay with the guys, building everything and managing there. And when I choose during the internship to choose going to a tech company, I think it was a risk that I take because it's something very different. But I if I could do again, I would like to make the same thing because I discovered that here at this site is I like more. So actually I love doing what I do. And I think it is a risk that I took, but as we was saying, maybe we need to give up that of one thing that we pass 5 years studying on the college, but we give up to follow things that we will be more happy. So I think it was a risk that paid off. Okay, I will, let me see, one more question because we don't have so many time. Okay, number 7. Do you believe that having a mentor is essential for career growth? Why and why not? Mentor, a coach? I don't know. Wanda.
It's easier if you have a mentor. It's easy for your improvement. But if it don't work, if you can't show, you can't hire a mentor, okay, go ahead by yourself and instead face the difficulties and go ahead. Bruno.
I agree with you, Wanda. I think that your words were perfect. Sometimes we have the mentor, the leader, or whatever you want to call it, and this person is not capable to teach you anything that is worthy, because the values, the characteristics of this person is not so good for you as a professional, even as in your personal life, and if you don't have this model, you need to create your own model based on your own values and beliefs, and go for it, build your career. I believe that we need to be honest, to be someone reliable, that people can trust on us. And in my opinion, the base of everything is that, be something trustful, I don't know, reliable, and someone honest, and then everything will works, in your favor, because you are a good person, not just person, but a good professional also. So for me, I completely agree with Wanda. Really nice, Wanda. And you, Gabriel, what do you think, man?
Yeah, I agree with you. Uh, I believe that a mentor is essential too, because when you enter in a company, when you're trying to achieve a goal, you don't always have the main vision. You just have, oh, I want to go to this company, or I want to be this type of professional. But a mentor, a good mentor, it's someone that have passed what you're passing by now. So he knows, he have the experience, and if you can, if you can match the person that had the same goals that you have by now, you can have an invaluable knowledge. So in my case, in my last internship, it's a group about pharmacy. I have a mentor that have graduated from the same school that I am, the same college, and he is a senior analyst. So he have passed for me a lot of knowledge, a lot of not just technical knowledge, but because I believe in technical knowledge, you can go for a video, or you can read a book, for example. But life experience knowledge, this you cannot find in any book, and I believe it's very important to have a mentor. So that's it.
Just to finalize here in the main room, but I really agree. I think a mentor can brings you a lot of tips, so you need to work work hard, but I think it can give you some direction and don't commit maybe the same mistakes. So I agree that it's better to have, but I also agree with Wanda, it's not necessary. You can walk by yourself. So to Felipe, Felipe, Ayla, and William, do you like to bring some highlights, something about the conversation?
And go ahead. It's commitment, comprometimento. Thanks, Ayla. Temos que ter comprometimento, né? We need to have this to improve all days. All days we need to commitment to attitude, to working, to help someone, and to be here too.
Really nice. Thanks for sharing this thought, William. Felipe?
Yes, we have talked about the network, about the importance this practice, and Ayla said one thing very, very good. That is very important to have consistent, to improve your skills, to improve your learning. And I think this is very, very good too.
Thank you, Felipe, for sharing. Ayla, do you want to say something?
Yeah, it was so good. We talked about a lot of things about the career, and we can talk how important to try to improve our knowledge, our background, to be constant when we have something to achieve something, and it's so hard. And but nowadays, after the network, I think people help each other, and it's other things so good for us. And yeah, it's so interesting topic. Thank you.
Good to know, Ayla. I don't know if William was asking my LinkedIn, but I send here. So guys, thank you for coming today. We are 9 p.m. Already, so thanks for coming. I see you in the next week. I put here the feedback link so you can suggest something to talk in the next one. Things to my improvement, talk improvement in general. So that's it. Thank you all.